The ability to ask questions is one of the often overlooked skills of some of the best leaders. The ability to ask questions offers a lot of benefits. First, if you're trying to drive greater innovation in your company, it's not just about the answers, but it's about those questions that open up the possibilities to new things you might not have considered before. But also, as a coach to your team members, asking good questions can open up possibilities to their career and to their life that can be really beneficial to those conversations and to your employees from a long-term career perspective. But it's not just asking any old question. If you think about two different types of questions, you have open questions and closed questions. Closed questions are those that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Will that strategy work? Will this be successful? Questions like that. Instead, you could say, what are some assumptions that we're overlooking perhaps that could undermine the success of this project? That's more of an open-ended question versus a closed question. So if you can shift from the closed questions to the open questions, that's really going to go a long way towards driving innovation, but also to have more productive coaching conversations. And there are a number of different types of questions to ask. You can ask assumption challenging questions. For example, you could ask something like, what are 3 things that we absolutely cannot do or shouldn't consider doing? And then say, well, what if we tried one of those things? Or how could we make those things work? That's just a great way to shift your mind in terms of taking away the limits of those 3 things that you absolutely shouldn't do and think about how you might make that work. I'm not saying that's going to be the end all be all to your strategy, but it's a great way to drive new types of thinking. But there are a lot of other types of questions you can ask as well. You can ask action-oriented questions at the end of a coaching conversation. You could say, what are 3 things that you're going to take action on based on our conversation today? Which is another great way to drive an effective coaching conversation. But even looking at the expansive types of questions, you could say, what are some opportunities that we've overlooked? What might we be missing here? What are we not considering? Who are the folks that we should actually go talk to in this situation? And that's a great way to expand the aperture in terms of what you're considering. But also you can reframe it. And you could say, what do you think our customers experience? What do you think they feel when we launch this new marketing campaign? It's a great way to put yourself into the shoes of your customers or in the shoes of your employees to get a sense for how they might be experiencing things. So the point is, ask questions, but make sure you don't ask closed questions. You focus on open questions because that's going to go a long way towards driving greater innovation, but also to allow you to have better, more productive developmental and coaching conversations with your teams.